Hey everybody, this is Shadowbox, and welcome back to another Railroader video on the Trains and Planes channel. It is a crisp morning here in Bryson. We have played a few days off camera, and you can see we have made some progress. If you're looking at this number 12 here, yes, the number 1, the 10-wheeler, has been replaced on the subpar chief. And I get it, because it's not the super chief, it's the subpar chief. Ha ha ha. This is the P48 Pacific, all done up in the BCRR subpar chief colors. So once the turntable's free, we're going to be getting this out on the road. We're just going to set it on AI. We aren't going to be running it on the road, manually anyway. And we have replaced the Bryson switcher, which was the 060 tank engine mod, with 2 of the base game 282 tank engines. However, we didn't get rid of the 060. It is just up at Alarka, where the number 1 is also with its brand new freight scheme. Once the decals load in, I let it keep its name Bryson Flyer. But yeah, we now have the 10-wheeler as the Alarka branch freight engine, and the 060 tank engine as the switcher, and for running up to the mines. Hopefully the fuel capacity won't let us down there. I believe there's one other new locomotive I need to show you. Whoa, where did I just teleport to? I guess we're going hiking through the woods. Where am I? That was weird. Okay. So obviously you guys know the number 6 and the number 7. The number 7 being the Berkshire that we got last time. We also have the number 9 here, which is the other Pacific that is now dedicated to pulling the express freight. I believe you guys know what the number 8 is. It's just the 080 switcher. And without any further ado, let's get into playing the game. Let's see if the number 12 is ready. We need to get that ready to go because it is on the timetable. And look at that, Bettist lined the table for us. I meant to set that on full, but whatever. It is what it is. And I am joined by Discord members. If you would like to play with us, all you have to do is join the Discord. There is no purchase or anything necessary. But Bettist is going to be running the Bryson yard. And I'm also joined by Bjorn. But he is currently playing Starfield. He will be playing with us shortly, I think. We have unfortunately had some minor safety issues on the railroad the last couple of days while we were trying to hustle to get the Alarka branch finished for this episode. Nothing crazy, but crazy enough. Crazy enough where we can only get businesses to tier 2 when we start them, so which I guess isn't really a big deal for me because I'm trying to start businesses at tier 1 anyway, so we don't overload our engines. So everything in Alarka has started at tier 1, but our safety rating was like 96%. Oh, safety's now 44%. That's cool. So we're just going down. We didn't, like, trash any locomotives. I derailed 2 cars in the hump yard the last day, the last in-game day. And that was it. We went from 96% to 44% safety. Oh well, we don't need no safety rating. I believe this is the first episode that we've recorded that is on the... I was going to say full release of Railroader, but no, it's still in early access. But we're not on the experimental branch anymore, we're on the main branch. The 2024.6 update has come out. So at long last, all of the experimental features are available for everybody. Obviously, you can see we are still rocking the Subpar Chief consist of the Osgood Bradleys with 2 observation cars. Really, the upgrade to the P-48 was necessitated by the length of the route now. The 10-wheeler was starting to run out of water just from Alarka Junction to Silva. Like, it could make it, but it was really low by the time it got to Silva. Now with adding in Alarka proper, we were like, you know what, let's just upgrade the engine, and then we will upgrade the cars to the Pennsylvania cars as we can afford to. Though, we do have Overland's passenger car customization, which allows for this really cool paint job. So honestly, I'm in less of a rush to get the Penzi cars, except for, you know, the bonuses they provide are pretty good. So obviously, there's a new timetable that does make use of the Alarka branch. Eventually the Alarka branch will have its own train, and it will probably be the 10-wheeler, and it will probably be these coaches. But not yet. Okay, let's go ahead and set this to westbound train. It's got 15 minutes till departure. Tender's full. And let's just go through and make sure that our lines are set appropriately. Yep, we're coming down the junction, coming down the branch, and once we're in the branch, just straight into the station. Perfect. Okay, back to the 8. Let's get some switching done, and then we will get the express on the way. Hey, there he is.
Hello.
Bettist is currently working in Bryson, but it looks like he's not doing the interchange, and he's just doing the industries. I'm starting the interchange in Silva. Do you want to do the interchange sorting in Bryson?
I can do that.
Use your own yard?
Yep. Let's see what we have to work with.
I'm gonna start off doing some flat switching here because the Robinson Gap cars are mostly blocked. I'd like them to be a little bit better organized, but it's not the end of the world. So we're just gonna set out this Wilmot house track car onto a different track. Uh-oh, the 6's bell is muted.
I like trains.
The man, the myth, the legend. Tech himself.
Yo, yo, yo. What is up, guys?
Hey. Oh, we just got started.
Or at least the sky.
I was playing GTA 5 and completely spaced it.
Yeah, it's fine. I overslept by an hour, so...
I saw your post. uh, I actually spent like the past, I don't know, 10 minutes flying a crop duster in GTA 5. It was surprisingly fun to fly.
Did you actually have like a crop duster mission?
No, I just found one, started flying it.
Oh, nice.
I am not seeing your... I am not seeing your play session.
Skill issue.
Actually, not bad.
Yeah, Bjorn gave me a hint which makes total sense when you think about it, but it was something I had never considered before. Try to have your camera and your player in the same place. I instantly gained like 10 frames a second when I did that.
That would be smart.
Yeah, that would be smart, yeah. Oh yeah, I just
Because
gained a
then
whole
you-
bunch of frames too.
Because then you just load in the tile you're in.
It doesn't really matter anyway, though, because I'm in the middle of Bryson still.
Oh, it helps a little bit.
So yeah, if you just control 0
Especially-
and put your player in the cab of whatever locomotive you're driving,
Yeah.
once you get out of
Oh, that's
Bryson,
already
it'll
better.
probably help.
Especially if your character is in Silva and your camera is in Bryson, that will tank your
Hmm.
FPS.
Yeah, it makes total sense. I just never considered it before. I guess I should line the runaway track in case I forget any cars here, and they'll just slam into the buffer and it'll be a funny.
If you recognize that the switch is fouled, why do you keep on moving?
So I
Just
noticed
for
there's a
fun.
lot more motive power. How much more in debt are we?
Actually, we're not. We've actually repaid a bunch of our loan.
Oh, wow.
You can click pay 5,000.
Just
right
to
now,
make,
too.
just
60
to
grand.
make, just to make Bjorn
Fine.
happy while he sees this. We were up to like 100,000 in debt. We're now down to 60,000.
Well, I mean, the max loan is 200 grand, so...
Oh crap. Welp. 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 That's crap.
Did you put things in the dirt?
No, down the wrong track, even worse.
Ah,
Oh. Man, and you say flat switching is so bad.
I didn't say it's bad, I just said I prefer hump switching.
what did you send? Oh. Oh. Yeah,
And it's
so
annoying
done.
because it's down the express track too. So,
Shadow question.
answer.
Why are your other 4 Conley Creek cars set to L3 and not L2?
Because of how I run them up when I run Whittier, I run them up engine first with L1 in the back, L3 in the front. So then I just cut off L1 in the siding, then I run up and back in L3, and then I run back and push in L1.
So if you run it the opposite way, it makes it real fun.
Yeah. And if I run it,
I have a feeling that Tech,
That
will
Tech
run
is
it the
pushing it up.
opposite way.
I always push my Conley Creek cars up. Because I'm
I'm-
able to stack it L1, L2, L3. So L1 is all the way on the end, and then L2, and then L3 is right up against the engine. So then you push up into L1, back up into L2, back up, drop, run around, cut, back, and in.
oh, dang it. Another misdrop. Because I'm a genius. Oh well, it's not the end of the world. Just gonna leave that to be the Bryson Switcher's problem.
And that means me.
Or Bettist.
Or, well, now we have another player.
Yep. Mal, do you prefer running in yards or on the road?
I like yards. I love switching.
Okay.
Yard work is. I don't know. The more complicated, the better. I really enjoy Bryce's Creeks, Bryson. So,
Gotcha.
but Bjorn
Unfortunate-
likes that too. So I don't need Bryson. Wherever you want me to put it. I've done Silva. I've done Bryson. I've done Whittier. He's Whittier.
Tech is working on Whittier. Tech, do you have any need for another person in Whittier right now?
It doesn't look like he's got like 7 cars in Whittier.
Well, he could grab the 4 that's down in Conley and finish up the log cars in Conley and then run up to Ella and grab that Bryson interchange car in Ella.
Okay.
I'm making a mess of things in Whittier. It was like the other option is running the
Silva?
pulpwood from Silva up the empty pulpwood from Silva up to Connolly, but that's like the only or the passenger
I can
train.
do that. I can run that.
Okay, it's the number 6 for the pulpwood.
Okay. Whenever you need me.
Got it. Nine. What the hell are you doing? Chill. Okay.
Number 6 is rolling out of Silva.
Excellent. And then you could even just leave the 6 and its consist in the south part of the Whittier interchange, and then let the 4 or the 3 actually run the cars up.
Okay. So offload into the siding on the south side.
Yep.
Okay. East Whittier.
And then I usually just stick the 6 in one of the engine tracks off that yard that Bjorn did. Oh gosh, dang it! I am really not doing well with the hump yard today.
Sounds like you need a second engine to be error corrector.
Yeah, well, I have a derail now.
What?
Oh.
Oh.
This is not Derail Valley, is it?
It's turning out to be.
Yeah. So a little spoiler for you guys and for people that are watching the video, but I've actually been invited to stream with the WNCRR guys, so if you follow them, you might see me on there sometime soon, TM. We've yet to work out the details, but... Alright guys, for the video, I think I'm going to go ahead and cut out this bit here because I really want to save time for Alarka, but I'll keep the camera rolling in case anything funny or exciting happens. But if not, I will see you when we get to Alarka. Alright guys, we're back. So, finished up that switching in Silva, and it has been quite a productive day. We're making some great progress on the railroad today. We have the mainline freight coming up with the 7, and we have a special coming up with Scout on the 2. And he's got the rest of our Alarka cars that we need, so I'm just going to hang out here at Alarka Junction and wait for him to get up here with our cars, and we'll get down and run Alarka.
About that, I don't know if I'm gonna make it up the grade.
Oh, okay. So, looks like we may need to go rescue the two. What speed are you at?
13. And
Still slowing?
The back half of my and the back half of my train is still on the trestle.
All right, off to rescue the two we go. We'll double head up the grade. That's fine. Would love for my decals to load in on the one.
Yeah.
Because that sounds like the speed you do going up that grade with any significant payload.
I mean, I'm here. We might as well double head, so...
Yeah.
I can hear you.
I'm gonna take the menu control so it doesn't dump the air, hopefully. Please.
Did you come to a full stop?
Yep.
Alright, well, I'll just couple up to you then, so you don't have to start it again by yourself.
It did the thing I wanted it not to do.
My decals still aren't loading in on the tender. Come on.
They loaded for me. Finally.
That mod seems to be kind of buggy. They'll occasionally not load in for me as well.
It's because the game changed how they load decals for performance.
And yet it still seems to be struggling.
Yeah.
This just makes for more interesting content, right?
Yes, exactly.
I'm ready if you're ready.
And I gotta get the thumbnail. Did you cut your brakes out?
Not yet. I will do that though.
You know what you got to do now, right? Right? You got to allude to or link to the video of when the 4014 rescued that modern freight train that was sold out.
Oh yeah.
You can hear the internal engine's voice like, "Oh, these new young whippersnappers don't know how to pull trains no more." Brought my butt out of retirement just to haul your butt up the grade.
Yeah, this is the 10-wheeler rescuing the C-46. Golly. We're like halfway to Cochrane with this train.
There's a few cars, you know, just a couple.
Good luck.
It'll be fine, I think.
I'll help you push them up to the Y.
Yeah, you should be able to come back.
Alright, if you want to take off MU and cut out, I'll just disconnect my air hose, so then I can just break off from you. Come on. There we go.
Thank you.
Yep. A successful rescue.
That's just more content for the channel, I guess.
Always content. I need to make sure the switches are lined for the passenger train over here. And we're not getting rid of the one. Even if the one's not strong enough to pull the freight up to Alarka, or not as strong as I would like, then we'll still use it to run passengers down the Alarka branch eventually. But we'll have to move like the Mastodon or something to Alarka for the freight service.
I was gonna say you could get a decapod, but I think it's too long.
Yeah, you need something. I mean, the Decapod can run down Alarka, but I'd prefer something with a small curve radius if possible. Now that I think about it, the Macedon might also be a medium curve radius. Let's see. It's a medium, yeah. Medium. No, we could get a Mikado if we need to.
I mean, a Pacific is small.
It is, but we don't need a Pacific for this, I don't think. I think if we... I'll probably try the Mastodon since we already have it, and if it can do it, great. And if not, we'll get a... If it has to slow down too much, we'll get a Mikado or something.
I was gonna say if the H9 was a small, you could use that.
Yeah, I've heard the H9 causes FPS problems though, so we might avoid using that. Oh, Char2's going.
Yeah, lost another.
Oh, hey, my decals finally decided to load in.
Better late than never.
Yeah. Alright, oh, it's not even 1,000 tons. Should be okay. I don't remember offhand exactly how steep the grade between Alarka and Alarka Junction gets, but
It's not very steep.
And now my dog is going to sit at my elbow and whine at me. Come on, train, you are so close. 4 miles an hour on the last bend into the yard at Alarka. 3. Don't you stall out on me here, you pig. 2.
1.
1.
You know what? You have
so close. I know. So close. Alright, so for you viewers that are just coming back now, don't worry, that is going to be time-lapsed. Well, you would already know if you saw it up to this point, but look how close we got to Alarka before stalling out. Literally to the end yard sign. and the yard limit sign. Good thing we have the 5 right here. But man, so close. Since that was time-lapsed, y'all didn't hear some of the conversation that we had. I'm not quite ready to give up on the 1 as the starting freight locomotive in Alarka yet. Since this is the first day that we're servicing the contracts in Alarka, every industry ordered the cars that it needs at this tier, but not every industry will order cars every day. So this should be the heaviest train we see at tier 1. That goes up the grade. Obviously, trains going down the grade with like the loaded copper cars may be heavier, but that's downhill, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, I think we will need to get a different freight engine before we bump these contracts up to tier 2 in Alarka. It's a good thing I didn't start with them at tier 2. We wouldn't have even made it past Cochrane. I really didn't expect the 1 to struggle this much. I know it's got big drivers, but let's be honest, it's not pulling a very heavy train. Many double headers needed today. Well,
I
guess
mean,
just
you could
one.
upgrade to a what is it? The one of the big moguls. I forget what it is.
Oh yeah, the G25 or whatever.
No, I was thinking of not a mogul, the T33 10-wheeler mod.
Yeah, I was also thinking about the C37 consolidation.
I'm currently double heading 10 and 11 in price.
Are you?
Yeah, the cut that come down was 2,000 tons, and 1 did not like that. Or it was a little bit slow.
Yeah.
It could do it, but it was, well, to be
Slow.
honest, it's, yeah, it was struggling a little bit. Figured he could have some help from his brother.
Yeah. Once we upgrade, I think our first priority is going to be upgrading the equipment in Silva. And once we do that, then we'll then upgrade the equipment in Bryson. I'd like to get you some SW1s to replace those tank engines.
Those tank engines are actually not that bad because, well, if 1 isn't enough, just couple on the other one.
That's true. I mean, you are the Bryson Yardmaster, so if you don't think you need
Then
the
you-
switcher, the SW1s, we won't get them, but...
It's not needed right away.
Okay.
Those 2 engines are actually needed in this yard, at least.
Yeah.
But not all the time, so they can do double heading for the heavy pulling.
Alright guys, that is our train up to Alarka, and the delivery to the Bryson Central Interchange just threw me for a loop. I was like, I didn't deliver any of these cars yet. We are going to switch these out today, however my dog is at my elbow begging, so I think she needs to go outside, so I'm going to cut the video here and I'll be back in a second. Alright guys, welcome back. Alright, let's get this switch, but first, before I forget, before we buy any more motive power, I think we need to get another set of pulpwood gondolas. Because this will allow the 6 to just run up to Whittier, drop off the empties, immediately pick up the loads, and head back. And then the 6 can help the 8 switch Silva after it's finished with that. So, let's go ahead and purchase. We're going to need 8 more of these pulpwood gondolas.
Mr. Shadow,
Yes.
the time has come. I am leaving.
Alrighty, take care, buddy.
Yeah, you too. So, yeah.
See ya. Alright. So that did take up a huge chunk of our money, but worth it. I think I would like to get the sawmill to tier 3, which I'm imagining will require 4 more cars. This is just a guess.
Yeah.
So I think I will see, where is the logging flat car? Oh, that's the export. Logging flat car. 8 logs. 4. There we go. Locations. Where's the sawmill? That's Bryson, Whittier, sawmill. Tier 3. So hopefully I'm not totally off base with that. Well, we should have enough backlog where even if I do guess wrong with how many we need, we should still have plenty of logs in the pond where the industry won't get mad at us. Okay, I'm not sure how much of that flat switching, or switching in Alarka, that I'm gonna keep as normal time and show speed it up like in a time lapse, but I literally just said, and just in case it gets cut because of a time lapse, I'll say it again, my intention is to use the 5 to service the mines here at Alarka Junction, at least for the low tiers. However, due to real-life time constraints, I do need to get this video done, and the 5 needs to drop off another car and refuel, and the 12 is in the way, so it'd be just like a long run around to get to the front of the mine cars here. I'm just going to use the 1 this time. But we'll take the 5 up another time. Actually, I can't remember the last time I ran up the Alarka mines. It's been a while. And there we go. Alright guys, that is going to do it for this episode. Thank you very much for joining me, and thank you to everyone who actually joined me in-game. Until next time, I'm a Shadowbox, and you guys have a good one. You thought I was going to forget that switch, didn't you? Dramatic parting shot.